How does the U.S. military utilize its sea, land, and air power to strike Venezuelan cartels?
The U.S. Navy deploys drones from amphibious craft, which act as small carriers, arming them with Hellfire missiles.
Guided by lasers or radar, these missiles transform the drones into highly lethal weapons platforms.
This technology allows for locking onto and tracking targets with extreme accuracy, even those moving at 100 miles per hour.
How did U.S. naval and aerial surveillance track a drug boat for weeks during an anti-narcotics campaign? The effort combined multi-source intelligence with constant drone monitoring to identify maritime activities linked to cartels.
The vessel was a 4-engine speedboat, designed specifically for high-velocity trafficking operations.
Boats like this typically travel at speeds from 40 to 60 knots, which is roughly 46 to 69 miles per hour.
This is around 74 to 111 kilometers per hour when traversing open water.
Once the boat crossed from Venezuelan territory into international waters, U.S. authorities identified it.
It was confirmed as a cartel smuggling mission, managed by the notorious Venezuelan criminal organization, Tren de Aragua. Let us now examine the strike's execution in detail. The MQ-9 Reaper drone responsible for the operation.
It was likely deployed from an amphibious naval task force operating in the southern Caribbean region. This task force, with warships and marines, engages in exercises and active missions where drones conduct surveillance.
These platforms provide the necessary launch and command capabilities for such unmanned aerial vehicles.
The MQ-9 Reaper, a remotely piloted aircraft, tracked the speedboat while transmitting high-definition video and sensor data.
This data was sent back to command centers and strike coordinators on the ground or aboard naval vessels.
The MQ-9 has a ceiling of 50,000 feet and can loiter in a target area for up to 24 hours.
This endurance affords it the ability to maintain precise, real-time tracking of fast-moving maritime targets. After positive ID and receiving presidential authorization, the drone executed the strike by closing in on the boat.
It launched a single AGM-114 Hellfire missile, a highly precise weapon capable of hitting fast, maneuvering targets.
But how could this small missile successfully track and hit the speedboat? Let's examine its tracking and guidance. The AGM-114 Hellfire is a precision weapon guided by semi-active laser or millimeter wave radar. This allows it to accurately lock onto and follow targets, even ones moving quickly on water, like a speedboat. The MQ-9 drone uses advanced sensors and targeting pods to continuously track the boat, sending real-time information. The drone's systems can calculate the boat's speed, direction, and maneuvers, allowing the missile to predict its path. Hellfire missiles travel at speeds greater than Mach 1, over 760 miles per hour, far outpacing the boat.
At 1,225 kilometers per hour, this speed allows the missile to quickly close the distance and make final adjustments.
The missile's guidance system is designed to compensate for evasive maneuvers by tracking reflected laser or radar signals.
It continuously adjusts for changes in direction and speed as it homes in on the target.
During the final moments, the missile locks onto the boat's heat and laser signature, greatly increasing hit probability.
The drone's continuous real-time tracking gives the missile mid-course updates for highly precise targeting.
This powerful combination of drone surveillance and active guidance makes striking a fast boat possible and effective.
Paired with the MQ-9 drone's continuous tracking, the missile can accurately destroy a boat moving at 69 miles per hour.
From inside the command center, this is how the missile is fired. He uses a thumbstick to zoom in on a heat signature, locking onto the target. When he's ready, there's a trigger button just below the joystick. A simple squeeze launches the weapon.
These enemy targets firing at the MQ-9 reappear, clearly lit up on the screen, as you can see here.
Even for civilians, countless bad actors are targeting our computers, which is why we need a defense mechanism.
Similar to the MQ-9's multi-targeting radar, this VPN identifies and blocks suspicious emails containing harmful links.
Now picture that this human stretching their arms out has a massive 66-foot wingspan.
That's longer than 2 full-size school buses. You'd notice they're about 36 feet long from head to toe.
That's about the same length as 2 SUVs. But when they stand tall, they reach 12.5 feet high.
Flying an MQ-9 Reaper isn't a one-person job. It requires the launch crew, ground data terminals,
And the ground control station. On the ground at a forward airbase, the launch crew preps the drone for flight.
Nearby, ground data terminals link the aircraft to operators located thousands of miles away in another country.
Then there's the ground control station, a dimly lit command center where pilots and sensor operators guide the Reaper. Picture a sun-scorched airfield near a conflict zone. It's here the crew fuels the drone and runs diagnostics.
They triple-check every sensor and circuit. When the Reaper's engines roar to life, it's not a pilot in a cockpit.
It's these technicians working in the heat, sending the 10,000-pound drone into the sky.
This is what happens preparing for takeoff. Automated hydraulic actuators and motors fold the landing gear neatly.
This process is designed to be smooth and reliable, ensuring the gear is stowed to reduce drag during flight.
As the drone nears its destination and initiates descent, sensors trigger the reverse process.
The landing gear unfolds in a coordinated sequence. The nose gear drops first to establish proper alignment,
Followed by the main landing gear emerging from their compartments. This action ensures all wheels are positioned correctly.
This ensures a stable and safe landing, even in challenging conditions.
How will U.S. destroyers and strike groups face the Venezuelan military and cartels? Let's look at the strategies.
The U.S. Navy's destroyers, submarines, amphibious ships, and P-8 Poseidon aircraft are positioned near Venezuela, with a multifaceted strategy designed to confront both the military and powerful drug cartels operating within the country. From the U.S. perspective, the operation combines surveillance, targeted strikes, rapid assaults, and maritime interdiction. The destroyers provide advanced air, sea, and missile defenses, while maintaining the capability to launch cruise missile strikes.
They can strike strategic government and military targets deep within Venezuela. By maintaining a vigilant missile defense posture,
These ships are prepared to intercept any hostile air or missile threats. They also leverage anti-submarine warfare assets.
This secures the task group's maritime perimeter against underwater threats from Venezuelan naval forces.
But how do you launch a land invasion from the sea? The answer is these amphibious assault ships. They're specialized warships designed to deploy and support ground forces, resembling small aircraft carriers. They're primarily focused on launching helicopters, vertical takeoff aircraft, and amphibious landing craft.
The amphibious ships carry thousands of Marines, trained for quick, expeditionary raids and large-scale assaults.
These Marines would execute precision strikes on cartel strongholds, government command centers, or key coastal infrastructure. Their urban combat training equips them to seize airports, communication hubs, and other critical points.
It can deliver surprise long-range missile strikes to disrupt regime command and control, jam air defenses,
or destroy military facilities. Its presence also deters any third-party naval reinforcements from countries like Russia.
The P-8 Poseidon aircraft extend the task force's eyes and ears over a vast area. These aircraft work closely with surface and underwater naval assets to designate targets for missile strikes.
They are also capable of electronic warfare operations to disrupt Venezuelan communication and command networks.
But how would Venezuela counter the U.S. command of the seas? The military and cartels prepared to defend the regime. The Venezuelan military, although smaller, relies on knowledge of local geography and layered air defense sites.
The Venezuelan cartels, intertwined with military elements, use their familiarity with the terrain and fast boats,
making naval interdiction difficult. Their asymmetric tactics include using civilian routes to evade surveillance.
Thus, the likely conflict scenario involves layered U.S. efforts to monitor and interdict cartel trafficking.
This will combine surveillance and interdiction with missile attacks on regime military infrastructure to degrade its response.
Meanwhile, U.S. amphibious forces would act decisively to seize strategic points and isolate loyalist elements. Venezuela would mount a hybrid defense, using conventional resistance, militia networks, and cartel tactics to slow U.S. advances.
Venezuela relies on militia mobilization, knowledge of the terrain, and asymmetric tactics to counter its disadvantages.
We also make original engineering content, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.
Still scanning for any movement.
Its mission is to ensure no assets can escape by sea, and to detect any retaliatory movements from the Venezuelan Navy.
Come in, do you copy me, huh? I repeat, do you copy me?
Multiple fast attack craft inbound.
They're flushed out. Launch the birds. I want that HVT.
Weapons free. Engage all hostile surface contacts. Prioritize lead vessels.
Our target is moving eastbound, last known position at these coordinates.
Move out.
Go, go, go! Make a diversion! What was that?
We have a split. Single target separating from the main group. That has to be him.
Alpha team, flank right. Cut him off at the riverbed. Move!
Manos arriba. Alto.
Bear trap is secure. Repeat, bear trap is secure.
We are moving to the designated extraction point.
Awaiting exfil.
Ospreys are RTB for exfil.
ETA, 5 minutes.
Keep moving. Keep moving on.
We're almost there, let's go.
The MQ-9 Reaper's role is now more critical than ever. It flies a tight, protective orbit.
Sergeant, be advised. I have a squad-sized element, 10 individuals, moving on your position from the northeast. Looks like they're trying to cut you off.
Danger close. You are cleared to engage.
Double time, let's go!
Exfil complete. All assets are feet wet.
Speak.
All clear on radar, sir.
Good. Maintain present course and speed.